Before I let you go, Senator, there's a billboard going around Melbourne depicting Victoria's Labor Premier Jacinta Allan as a witch. Jacinta Allan has complained on Instagram that the billboard is sexist. She added, "I cannot stand back and let Victoria become a place where this sort of language is fair game against any women at work or any woman in leadership." What do you think about that?
Suck it up, sweetheart, right? If you've seen what's happened to me over the years, I remember years ago Tim Fisher called me a witch and I should be burned at the stake. So I've been tagged that long before you. So anyway, it's just toughen up. And besides, Jacinta, I'll tell you something. I've heard on the grapevine you won't be there in a couple of weeks' time. I think they're ready to move you on.
Ditch the witch. Ditch the witch. This simple statement has the Labor Party melting down, has the woke side of politics absolutely melting down. Calling Jacinta Allan a witch was the final straw for the Labor Party. Even Anthony Albanese is putting statements out there saying how disgusting and disgraceful it is. Not all the machete crime going on that she's allowing, not all the fraud that she's allowing, but saying she's a witch, that's too far. People getting stabbed on the street and people getting let out on bail, that's fine under the Labor government, but calling someone a witch, that's sexist, and that causes for a meltdown. Like, I can't get over these politicians and where their priorities lie. And yes, Pauline Hanson has called them out. We're going to look at that in just a minute, so stay tuned. She's done an interview and called it out, and they asked her, what does she think about ditching the witch, Jacinta Allan? So this all started because a truck has got a picture of Jacinta Allan as a witch saying ditch the witch, and Jacinta Allan somehow has taken that as a sexist attack against her, saying it's an attack on all women. Jacinta Allan, get off your high horse. No one thinks that. No one has this woke logic like you where you can't criticize a woman and call them a name when it's an attack on all women. Like, what a complete joke. And Jacinta Allan, you're much worse than a witch. You allow criminals to run around with machetes and get out on bail the same day. But we're not going to get into that yet. Let's see her statement first. Sexism just has no place in our political debate, full stop. A billboard truck using sexist language has been driving around Melbourne as part of a secret and well-funded political campaign. People are entitled to disagree with me. That's democracy. But I care about this attack on women. And I care about who's next. Jacinta Allan, you are so soft. You don't give a fuck about losing over $15 billion in fraud allegedly of our taxpayer money, causing mass inflation. You don't care about locking up criminals that rob people with machetes. And people are dying on the street under your watch. And then someone calling you a witch, you say it's an attack on all women. No, it's just calling you out, Jacinta Allan. You're much worse than that. You should be in jail. Comment down below, if Jacinta Allan should be in jail, what other role can you lose over $15 billion in fraud and allow people to get stabbed with machetes and they're out on bail the same day? It's over and over again. Look at my last video. I just showed 2 cases just recently with machete attacks and they're straight out on bail. Like, what is going on here where she thinks this is a sexist attack against women? It has nothing to do with all women. It's just calling you a witch. Toughen up a bit. You're a bit too soft, Jacinta Allan, but when it comes on crime, you're very soft. Let's get that right. I'm sick of her. Like, she's such a weasel. I cannot believe she's crying that this is an attack on all women. No, they're just calling you out. I had plenty of women in my live stream last night saying they agree. This has nothing to do with women. This is just you, Jacinta Allan, because people don't like you because you let fraud and crime run rampant and destroyed the state of Victoria. Let's get that right. It is not like this wokeism where racism, sexism, like they just use these words to try and silence people. When someone makes fun of you, you go, that's sexism. That's an attack on all women. I'm standing up for all women. Jacinta Allan, you're a complete snake. Oh, is that sexist too? Oh, like it's absolutely ridiculous. She's having a meltdown about this, trying to say this is an attack on all women. Like, toughen up a bit. You can't keep using these words like sexist, racism. They're more scared of labels than actually addressing real criminals and fraud. Let's get that right. That's the Labor government. But what did Albo say? What did the shining knight Albo say about this? No matter who you support in politics, it is completely unacceptable to demonize, objectify, belittle, or offend women. You can't offend women now under the Labor government. Are you fucking serious? Offend. So I can't disagree with you if you get offended. Oh, offending women? That's sexist. Like, what a disgrace, and belittling women, in my opinion, saying they can't take a bit of criticism. And even my girlfriend's like, how is this sexist? Why? Because calling her a witch? She's a horrible person. So what? It's a fitting name. Get over it. Toughen up. Calling her a witch isn't calling all women a witch. Like, it's just her. The sexist campaign targeting Victorian Premier Jacinta Allan is a disgrace, and the people behind this material should withdraw them immediately. Get lost, Albo. You're a fat-necked toad. Is that meninist? I don't know what the fuck word you would call it under the Labor woke government. I'm sure they have a word for it, but it's not sexist. You need to toughen up a bit. You can criticize women. They have equal rights. She's a public figure. She's letting people get robbed with machetes by not doing anything about crime. We can call her a witch. You can melt down all you want. It's not hate speech. It's not sexism. It's not calling any other woman a witch, just her. And to say you can't call a public figure a name and disagree with them because that's sexist is just demeaning women, in my opinion, saying they can't defend themselves and have a fight back. Like, because you call a woman a name and demonize them, you're saying that's sexist. It has nothing to do with their gender. It's the person. It's the person Jacinta Allan is. It's nothing to do with her gender. No one looked at Jacinta Allan and said, I'm going to call her this name because she's a woman. That is ridiculous. It's because she's a piece of shit human being, in my opinion. I'm being a bit harsh here because I literally see people in my city of Melbourne getting stabbed because of her crime laws. So I'll be a bit harsher on Jacinta Allan because what she's allowing to go on. But, you know, Pauline Hanson came out here calling her out. So let's see what she said about it.
Before I let you go, Senator, there's a billboard going around Melbourne depicting Victoria's Labor Premier Jacinta Allan as a witch. Jacinta Allan has complained on Instagram that the billboard is sexist. She added, I cannot stand back and let Victoria become a place where this sort of language is fair game against any women at work or any woman in leadership.
Oh, but you allow people to get robbed with machetes. But words, no. Because words mean more than actions.
What do you think about that?
Suck it up, sweetheart, right? If you've seen what's happened to me over the years, I remember years ago Tim Fisher called me a witch and I should be burned at the stake. So I've been tagged that long before you. So anyway, it's just toughen up. And besides, Jacinta, I'll tell you something. I've heard on the grapevine you won't be there in a couple of weeks' time. I think they're ready to move you on.
What?
Pauline said she's done anyway. Labor Party got to kick her out and blame her for all the machete attacks, all the fraud. They're going to throw her under the bus. And she's worried about being called a witch. I love it. I love Pauline. She goes, toughen up. Like, toughen up. Yeah, that's right. That's why we're sick of these woke politics. They're more concerned about labels than actual crime and what's going on in the country. Like, toughen up, Jacinta Allan. And you're not going to be out of the job anyway.
Have you heard, Senator?
She won't be there in a couple of weeks' time. So she'll be dethroned. So that's what I'm hearing. She will be dethroned. So you don't worry about the billboard anymore. So that'll be absolutely nothing. They'll put it. It'll be blank because you won't have your photo up there. You'll be gone.
Senator Hanson, I appreciate you joining me tonight. Thank you.
That is so good. She's like, don't worry about it, Jacinta Allan. You're about to get fired anyway. What a legend. And it's true. I've said for months now, she's going to be gone before the next election in November. There's no way she will be running. While there's billions of dollars in fraud, allegedly, there's stabbings every single day nearly. It's out of control, fire bombings, and she will not lock these people up. She refuses because she thinks criminals become before innocent people, as we've seen over and over again. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. But good on you, Pauline, calling her out, telling her to toughen up. Comment down below what you think. Ditch the witch, Jacinta Allan. She's going to be gone soon. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, join to be a member if you want to show some extra support. And keep speaking up for Australia, and make sure you join the live streams every single night. If you're watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. I'll leave it in the comments down below and join in on the live streams, and I'll see you in the next one.